Alrighty, fellas. Yo, what's up? My name's Patrouski. Happy Monday. Good morning. Welcome to the first stream recap, post stream recap 500 in PokeMMO. This is stream recap 501. My name's Patrouski. Welcome to your daily news, tips, tricks, information, discussion. Anything regarding PokeMMO happens live here Monday through Thursday at 12 p.m. ET. We have our typical early starting stuff as always, our catch events and news happening in PokeMMO. Let's go ahead and cover it. Now, first things first, the screenshot competition came to an end. We do have our winners. Optimus, congratulations on winning first place. Got himself a shiny Ditto and then some free reward points on top of it. Big Remy on Spotify. I hope that's you. I hope that is you flexing your Spotify as you should. Big Remy on Spotify. Second place, congratulations, some free reward points. Then third place over to Sad Boy K. Congrats to all these screenshot comp winners. It's always cool to see people participating in stuff like this and trying to show off their creativity in like a different way than you normally see in, you know, in a grinding MMO based game like PokeMMO. Man, super beautiful to see. Congrats to all those winners. Next up, we do have the catch event coming up on Tuesday the 28th of April, so that is tomorrow. If watching the stream recap, it's today at 3 p.m. ET. Now, I will actually not be live this day. I'll be taking a little bit of a day off as I'll be doing some cool stuff with my wife. We'll be out on the town, and then Wednesday is my birthday, so I will be streaming on my birthday, but I'll be off Tuesday, so I'll see you guys then. But for this catch event, it's at 3 p.m. ET, Viridian Forest Kanto. You have 1 hour to catch Metapod, Caterpie, Bulbasaur, Pikachu, Weedle, and Kakuna with the species bonuses on screen. These are very, very important species bonuses to keep track of. And there's a -7 for Hasty, which is pretty interesting if you want to specifically go for 4th place, but I would be careful of that. Otherwise, obviously, you can only do so much. Synchronize is a calm nature bonus of +3. There is a shiny Caterpie up for grabs. Dude, Caterpie, Metapod, and Butterfree, all beautiful shinies in different ways. I love Metapod. The orange is like one of my favorite shinies, honestly. I love orange shinies. Shiny Metapod up for grabs here. It's going to be, or, you know, Butterfree, whatever you want it to be, right? And it's going to be 1,000 free RP on top of it. That is really good for Ironman accounts, and this is a great shiny for anybody who's interested. We do have some PvP tier changes potentially happening. Now, these are not guaranteed. There's always some discussion before these really take place, but these are the planned changes. If you don't know, PvP tier changes happen at the end of every single month. So starting in May, these are the PvP tier changes that will take place. And I always tell people, whether you play PvP or not, knowing the tier changes is really important because it still affects the market and the economy, the prices of Druddigon. UU players may not have them. I think they might, though. The biggest one here is Ambipom. I used to play a lot of NU, and it's been a long time. To be fair, the metagame has changed. I think Ambipom is probably a lot more valid in NU these days. Ambipom, from my experience, 2 to 3 years ago, 2 to 4 years ago, was absolutely bonkers, batshit busted in NU. It just destroyed almost everything. Ambipom, you wouldn't expect it, but Ambipom just did so much damage, dude. It was I think it was Technician. Like Technician, Choice Band, Ambipom, or even Silt Scarf. You can find some old PvP videos of me running Ambipom and just like two-shotting everything. You would just like fake out first and then go into any sort of like tail. What was it? What's the attack? He has some specific attack that he uses, I feel like. You want to like double slap or something? No, there's some specific attack that he uses. You want to hit multiple times with. He could also U-turn. He had a really fast U-turn for the tier at 115 speed. That is very fast for NU standards. He's a very, very powerful Pokemon. I had some crazy like I think it was Tail Slap. You could do some crazy sweeps with Ambipom, so just keep an eye out. This mon was a menace. I don't know if it'll be as menacing nowadays because NU has gotten a lot tankier. So honestly, with things like Hitmontop is now in the tier. Hitmontop, Steelix, like back in the day, Steelix was one of the only checks that was in the tier that could check it. But even I used to like counter it with like beat up and stuff, or Golem was a decent check back then. But nowadays, you have Intimidate Arcanine, you have Swampert, Hitmontop, Base Form Rotom, Quillfish. You have a lot of like the Druddigon, which is moving up, to be fair. You have a lot of tankier stuff nowadays in NU that might just make Ambipom end up being balanced, is what I'm trying to say. But I don't know for sure. I'm not a PvP expert, but I would keep an eye on the markets. Keep an eye on 2x31, you know, Ambipom's, hidden ability Zatu's. Keep an eye. A lot of NU players are going to be wanting those magic bounce Zatu's. So just keep an eye on the market. Even if you don't play PvP, it matters for your wallet, you know, your bottom line, how much Pokeyen you can make. So keep an eye out for that. Next up, now, this is a little bit ahead of the achievement showcase, okay? But I think it's worth actually just quickly showing. I have not seen this clip in full, okay? I've not seen the clip. I've only seen a little part of it. We're gonna go ahead and watch this together. Someone happened to encounter something in the Safari Zone, and then I won't spoil, let's just see what happens, okay? He's watching a little anime, shiny hunting, checking the GTL. You might have just noticed when that shiny popped up, it's a pretty big sprite because of a mod that he's installed, but you can still see. Watch for this. The square particles. The square particles means that this is a secret shiny carp. Yeah, good eyes. Someone in chat saw. Secret. That means that this is a secret. Bro was watching anime, shiny hunting, and GTL flipping, which is like really fucking impressive to be doing all three at once.
Bro.
I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit, but this is from Z Thulio. Congratulations, man, on encountering this at all. I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit so we can get to the. He throws his first ball. Magikarp is generally a pretty easy catch, thankfully, in the Safari Zone, but obviously things can happen.
Come down, please.
For reference, I think he actually wrote down it is a 75% chance catch per ball, I believe is what he. I think that's. I'm taking him by his word. I think it's correct.
We don't need this. Okay.
He misses the first one, but thankfully it stays. It's a Magikarp. It's a secret shiny. It's just a Magikarp, you know. It's a pretty easy catch.
Shit.
Usually, but you never know in the Safari Zone. Ball number 2.
Yo.
2 shakes.
Yo, please don't do this.
You can hear him, but yeah. Yo, please. He's realized it's getting scary. Yo, please don't do this.
Oh my god, bro.
It's a secret shiny in the Safari, man.
Oh my god. It's not staying.
He's typing to his team. It's not staying. Like, this is heartbreaking already.
Come on, bro. Oh my god. I need this.
Z Thulio is the legend. He typed, I need this in team chat. 75. He's failed 2 75% chances so far in a row.
No.
3 shakes.
No.
He failed 3 75% rolls in a row. Double shake into triple shake.
No!
Sorry to start your Monday on a painful clip, boys, but it's also important to just appreciate the moment and give some love to Z Thulio. Was at 25,000 encounters deep. Like, look at all the 5,000 Lapras encounters. He's been camped at this spot. He has been running back and forth at Rocky Beach forever, dude. I'm sorry for your loss, Z Thulio. I can't watch the rest, boys. It's too. I'm sorry for your loss, Z Thulio. I hope that you get a secret shiny Lapras or something crazy, or a shiny Lapras very, very soon to make up for it. But I appreciate you recording it so that you can have other people like us, you know, watch these moments, appreciate your grind. Yeah, man, that hurts. And hopefully motivate people in the future to continue going and push past these moments, especially when you end up eventually one day getting that shiny Lapras. Congrats to you for your encounter. I'm sorry it was fucking lost. It's so painful to see, man. Much love to you, Z Thulio. And I hope you continue the grind, dude, and I wish you the best of luck towards your Lapras. All right, next up, one of my favorite new parts of the stream recap is the daily item market check. Something we do now every day here, boys, is cover the market history of an item. And there's a lot to be said here about this. And XP Candy Extra Smalls were actually an item that I made a pretty good investment on when they came out, because I was lucky enough to be involved in the high-level shiny hunting scene, and we found out very, very early on, and other players were talking about it. It was no secret to anybody who shiny hunted rare shinies. But when XP Candy Extra Smalls first came out, I remember, yeah, I bought a bunch. I think they were even lower than this. They dropped down to around 600 Pokeyen. At first, they were like 2K or whatever. I'm pretty sure that I bought a bunch of these for like 300 to 400. And maybe they dropped lower at a different point. I bought a bunch of these for really, really cheap. Like, I'm pretty sure sometimes the graph doesn't cover all the absolute bottom out dips, but I'm pretty certain I bought a bunch of these for like 400 Pokeyen, like a ton of these for 400 Pokeyen. And what we knew was XP candies changed the way we shiny hunted Shedinja. Shedinja actually used to be one of the longest and the rarest shiny hunt in all of PokeMMO. But XP candies changed that. The way you used to shiny hunt Shedinja is because the way you evolve Nincada is by XP training it with an empty party slot. So for those who don't know, this is like a lot to explain, but I'll try to do it quickly. I have videos talking about this as well. But the way that it works is Nincada evolves when you evolve it into a Ninjask with a space in your party. So what you used to do is you would buy a bunch of Nincadas and then go XP train them at Tentacruels, right? And the math was you would get 20 shiny Tentacruels per one shiny Shedinja, which means 30,000 times 20, which is you would get 600,000 Tentacruel encounters, and you would only be getting like 500 encounters per hour because you're XP training, right? So you would do 600k divided by 500. This is how many hours one shiny Shedinja used to take. It was around 1200, right? It was one of the longest shunts in the game, probably the longest. Like it was a little bit longer than eggs is what was understood, and it was a true like grind. But once XP candies got added, instead of having to go do all of those Tentacruel encounters and XP train in the wild, all of a sudden, like you use rare candies, but rare candies were way too expensive to be viable. All of a sudden, well, now you could use the XP candies, so you could dodge all of the Tentacruel encounters and all the whole Tentacruel problem and just use XP candies, which means that in 1 in 30,000 Nincadas, right? You don't have to worry about the other shines on the way. You'll just end up getting the shiny. So this really changed the meta. So I bought a bunch of these for like 400 to 600 yen at certain points, and then now they're about 2k, 1600. But they were like 5k at a point, which is crazy. Back in 2024-ish, they were looking at 4 to 5k a piece. It was like, this was their first like release cycle. Yeah, XP Candy Extra Smalls had a crazy, I mean, they were released with alphas. All the XP candies didn't exist in the game prior to alphas, if I recall correctly. It was a big change. It was a big change in the game. So it's a really interesting item to know the market history of. And a lot of the other XP candies followed a similar history to some extent to the XP candies. But that's our daily news. Next up is onto the Achievement Showcase, fellas. Achievement Showcase is a way for you guys to flex your achievements in Pokemon. If you want to see your achievements potentially featured in the Achievement Showcase, you could go check them out in my Discord. There's an Achievement Showcase chat in the whole Discord, and I try to cover as many possible. It's a way for you guys to flex, number one, and then also for you guys get some ideas while watching this video, while watching this on your second monitor, right, while playing PokeMMO, understanding what do you want to do today. One of the biggest questions to ask yourself in PokeMMO is, what are my goals? What do I want to do today? And I hope that this can help you answer some of them. First things first, we have Dr. Kraynak, who got his first ever legendary Pokemon in Pokemon after 330 hours played. Congratulations over to Kraynak. It's a simple and quick one. Next up, this is a long post, but I liked this. I think it's so valid and so based and fair, and I really, really respect this. This guy really gave it his all, gave it a fair shot. I was like, you know what? This is not for me, which I think is awesome, right? From Moss Salamander. Not my first shiny, but my first shiny. No, not my first shiny, but my first time shiny hunting in a Pokemon game. And here's what I've learned. I am not built for shunting, bruh, lol. The reasons why I'm not built for it. Number one, the uncertainty. I'm very okay with the amount of encounters it took, and I could grind even more as an ex-OSRS player. But the fact that this could have taken 150,000 encounters did make me feel great, especially because of the second reason. Number two, being locked in. This is definitely my fault, but I was so committed to the hunt that I stopped engaging with other parts of the game that I found fun, and the shunt became unfun for me. I totally get that. I've done that with my Cranidos hunt. It's really important to like have variety in the game, right? Especially because of the fact there was no foreseeable endpoint, like I said in reason one. If there was a certainty of 100,000 encounters, I see the shiny for sure, then I would feel better about it. This is not a critique of the game, though. I love this. It should absolutely be up to the chance like it is right now, and the reasons I gave are definitely avoidable. I just feel like sharing my experience and getting the shiny did feel great. It'll breed to be a competitive shiny Gyarados. Future shinies are going to be the ones I stumble across. Yeah, dude, I think this is really cool, man. I really respect this. And that is like, he wrestled with and dealt with the most uncomfortable part of shiny hunting, which is it is uncertain. I love shiny hunting in Pokemon because I think it teaches, I know it's really cheesy and dumb, but I think it's true. I think it teaches an important life lesson, which is that like a lot of things are out of your control. You can only do so much. You can only do, you have the discipline of getting your encounters every day, right? You can control certain things, and you can control your chances of getting a shiny and putting the effort and playing efficiently. That's a big one. There are things you can control, but after doing the things you can control, well, now things are just left up to fate. And I think that's a lot of life at times. Life is very unfair, right? Life is a very unfair thing, excuse me. And I think that PokeMMO forces you to live by its rules similar to life. You can't break the rules of life. We're all constrained to what we have here, and we try to just make the best of it. I think that's what shiny hunting teaches, is making the best out of what you are given. I think that's goddamn beautiful, if you ask me. So I love that. But I respect if you don't want to play a video game, if you want to leave that element to life, I totally respect that. If you don't want to load up your game and go through that, I get that. It's totally fine. It's not for everybody. Next up, G Jerome 3. My first shiny 62 hours played, got himself a shiny Torkoal at only 1,777 encounters, man. Congratulations to this guy, dude. Shiny Torkoal is a really cool first shiny as well. Like an accidental, I think it's an accidental single encounter. That's a great first shiny. And then next up, dude, we just featured this guy. He got 2 shiny Woobats, I believe, recently. You hear me say it. I'm not joking. You hear me say it all the time. The Axew spot is fucking cursed. I fully believe this spot is haunted by some deity. I don't know what's going on. I'm mostly joking, but like this guy went now 3 Woobats. He's on phase 3. We had a guy right after him post a shiny Axew at 15 encounters. Do you remember? Like the Axew spot is the most insane. Like you either go 8 phases dry or like 6 phases and get 6 Woobats, or you get Axew first phase 15,000 encounters or less every time. Every person I've ever seen that done. I've never seen someone go average on this Shunt, man, and that's just the beauty of it, I guess, man. It's cruel. And then Adriz said, is this an achievement? He lost a shiny Dodrio at 90. What really hurt me more, honestly, was the fact that he was 92k dry and then lost it. Dude, going that dry and then losing a shiny, my heart goes out to this guy. That is painful. Holy crap. But you know what? We do call this an achievement. Congratulations. I think losing a shiny and getting this many encounters in, happens to the best of us. Much love to you, Adriz. Painful to see, but you know what? We do call that an achievement, man. I respect you logging it. Congrats to you, dude. And then finally, Kim, I love that he shared the full story before and after, because sometimes I hate when people see someone else get lucky in shiny hunting and go, oh my god, you're so lucky. You don't know their full story, man. You don't know their shiny hunts before, you don't know their shunts after. As shiny hunters, when you play long enough, you understand we will all be unlucky, we will all be lucky. You just ride the waves, right? Kim, I was 117,000 encounters dry when I got my shiny Horsey, and now after 19,000 encounters and only 1,000 Beldum eggs, my boy is finally here. I'm so glad that I got it so fast. And I love this. Thank you, dude. Thanks to all the shunters who uploaded the reactions of getting Beldums to motivate that shunt. And as always, peace above all. I love this. Congratulations. It seems like a shiny Beldum couldn't have gone to a more deserving person, if you ask me. Congratulations to you, Kim, on that shiny Beldum. A dream shiny for so many people, man. I hope you can breed it up one day, or just give it lots of love and walk it around in game and cherish it on your other future shiny hunts. That's our stream recap intro. It's time to get into the game. And I have a new setup. I have a new setup inspired by Stream Recap 500. I miss shiny hunting. I love shiny hunting in PokeMMO. It is my favorite thing to do in the game. However, I also have a goal that I want to achieve on the Ironman account, and that goal consists of being one of the best shiny hunters and best, getting top 50 in shiny wars, in the the Super Bowl of shiny hunting in PokeMMO. So to do this, to do both of these things, I am going to play my Ironman account on the side. That's what's on this monitor right here. You see my Ironman account. I'll be playing it in live time. I'm actually going to start my gym rerun on the Ironman account right now, popping an amulet coin. I'm going to be doing my gym rerun on the side while I shiny hunt on the main account. And then I'll be also fossil farming to prepare for shiny wars as well after I finish the gym rerun. So we are multi-account gaming from this point forward on the main account and the Ironman accounts to hopefully give us more shiny chances, excitement on stream, and just overall better progress. I think this should be maintainable long term, and I'm excited to give it a shot and see how it feels for a while, boys. All right, let's jump into it. I'm gonna be single encounter shiny hunting today over at Route 210 in Sinnoh. I love this spot. If you don't know, if you're unaware of this spot, this is my favorite single encounter hunting spot in all of PokeMMO. It has 5% chance, around 5% for Breloom, around 5% for Scyther, around 5% for Sudowoodo, and then around 5% for Mr. Mime. There are 4 different rares at this spot. It is a sick spot, dude. 20% chance of like a rare shiny, and even the commons are like Cricketune, Roselia, things like that. So this spot is awesome. I'm gonna pop some lures, run back and forth. I have Dunder status. We'll see if I can get a nice big shiny Pokemon on the screen today. I will see you guys with any good questions from chat or any updates. I'll see. Hopefully no Ponyta. That is the one thing. Please, dear Arceus, no shiny Ponytas. I've had enough single encounter Ponytas. I've had 3 of them in my lifetime. I think I'm up for the quota, boys. I got a mail-in game, and I thought it was going to be someone saying they got banned in my Discord for no reason and calling me mean names, but instead, it was just Rumel, bro, sending me a mail. This is incredibly generous. I will pop these today. I'm so down. Send me 10 premium max lures. That's some big shmoney, boys. It's going to give me some, you can get some, like, premium lures are not worth it financially, but they are so much fun. They're so much fun, and they're really exciting during Shiny Wars as well. They give you a chance for, like, you can get like ×3 hordes of Breloom here and things like that. You can get ×3 hordes of some of the rares, and they're just really cool looking on screen as well. It's rare to see that, right? So I'm down to potentially pop those today. Maybe pop a shiny charm for people in chat. Dude, I'm back shunting on the main. I miss shiny hunting. I was telling people the last stream recap 500. I don't have a single shiny since the encounter tracker has been added on the main account, and that is fucking embarrassing. It's actually just downright embarrassing. We got to get back to shunting, boys. I've been out of the game for too long. This is a great question. Someone actually asked, Patrouski, what is your favorite single encounter increasing shiny Pokemon? Which means like a Pokemon with an ability that gives you the plus 10% wild encounter rate. So like for single encountering, you know, Beedrill, Swarm, you know, Illuminate, that's like Shiny Staryu. My favorite, and it's my favorite, and it's also just technically barely the best in the game, is actually Shiny Golurk. The reason why Shiny Golurk is technically the best lead Pokemon, it doesn't have to be shiny to be fair, but Golurk is technically, just barely, you don't have to use one, just barely technically the best single encounter Pokemon, because it gets no guard, which gives you that 10% boost. It's a ghost type. The ghost type is important because it helps you run away from fights more. Specifically, ghost type Pokemon are allowed to run from shadow tag Pokemon like Wobbuffet. This really comes, or like, I think they might be able to run from arena trap Pokemon as well. That might, I'm not 100% certain on that, but that's the things to watch out for, like arena trap Pokemon when single encountering, and then shadow tag Pokemon. One of the biggest spots, as an example, is the Yanma single encounter spot over at Ruin Valley in Kanto. It's one of the best Yanma single encounter spots. It can run from any battle. Yeah, so that's ghost type being able to guaranteed run, it being a shiny, and giving you that 10%. What's funny is Golurk only got hidden ability access, I want to say like 1 year ago. It's only been in the game for a little bit of time, and so it's just barely recently, the best single encounter Pokemon, right, for like single encounter shiny hunts. But it can run from Wobbuffets over at Ruin Valley, where in Ruin Valley you can get Yanma encounters, and also I think Jolteon out of 5% lore encounters. So it's a decent shunning spot over there. So great question. Okay, that's actually real as hell. I feel like that's one of the things that PokeMMO could like pretty easily improve upon compared to other traditional Pokemon games. Talk about Serene Grace, and someone said, I wish abilities were more detailed like you just explained. I have 12,000 hours, and I had no idea like that Serene Grace worked in that exact way. Someone talking about how like they were fighting Cynthia in the Elite Four, and they got flinched like 7 times in a row, which, might I add, is still very unlucky. That's insane. 7 times in a row is a pain in the butt. However, it's partially because Togekiss is like known for spamming Air Slash, which is a 30% chance to flinch, and then Serene Grace, I believe, doubles it, so it doubles it to 60% chance, right? But why does it doesn't say that. It just says boosts the likelihood of added effects appearing. Also, the way that's worded, like, it's really easy to not know that means like added effects of, it's just not worded very well, right? That's a really easy fix. I would love to see more data and stats in PokeMMO, because players are getting more serious. Players are getting better and more endgame, right? And just give them the information, give them the resources, right? So it's showing, like, it's saying like Serene Grace doubles the odds of, like, you know, certain moves. An example would be cool, but maybe that's not even fully needed. But even just saying it doubles or is a 100% boost as opposed to it just boosts would be really nice, right? How are you supposed to know the percentages on all the moves? You know, that's like, I never liked that with like Charizard Blaze. Blaze just says power ups fire types Pokemon, you know, moves in a pinch. That is fine in like kids game, you know, traditional Pokemon. I don't think that's fine in PokeMMO. It should say, is Blaze, I don't even know. I think Blaze, does it boost by 30 or 50%, and it's when you're below 25% or 33% HP? I don't even know the exact numbers off the top of my head. And I've been playing, I have 11,000 hours, you know, like, so I would love to see more specific data. We've talked about it in the past with the Pokedex as well. Like, instead of Bagon saying rare, it's saying like 15% or whatever it is. So would love to see it. Yeah, Xanarchy said 50% damage was at 1/3, so 33% or below HP. Like, I didn't even know that off the top of my head, right? Speedrunners, Mike, that's an important speedrunning knowledge thing. But yeah, would love to see more data implemented in the UI. The UI is really beautiful in PokeMMO. Let's take full advantage of it and add some actual numbers and stats in there, boys. It's been a long time since I've been able to record a clip like this, boys, but we have donator status, premium lures, shiny charm on the beat drop. We have full shiny luck engaged. Wish me luck, fellas, on the main account. It's been so long, 8,000 encounters, since I've been able to record a clip like this. Hopefully the RNG is flowing today. Let's see what we can encounter. Wait, how long has this setting been in the game? Wait, I didn't even know about this. People have been asking for this setting for a long time. I would have loved this setting on the start of my Iron Man account. Wait, this is amazing. It was added in either Halloween or Christmas. How did I miss this? You can now decline mail from others, friends, or your team, just your team, whatever, automatically. That's so sick. That's, I don't know for the main account, but like, that's so cool, man. Like, I have had people spamming my accounts at times, like people, you know, either haters or just people, you know, the Iron Man account, whatever it may be, like, or somebody just want to turn, you know, the social stuff off. That's awesome, dude. That's really fucking cool. I asked the devs for that at one point, and they were like, oh yeah, just block them. But I was like, every time I block them, they're making new accounts to like spam me still. So like that's, they didn't really get it at the time, but it's cool to see them take the feedback. Obviously not that I was the one. I'm sure other people complained about it, talked about it. That's a really good setting, dude. That's fucking sick. All right, boys, that's gonna be the end of the stream today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Lots of grinding on 2 accounts, lots of progress, lots of new news, jumping into a new week of PokeMMO. I will not be live tomorrow. I'll be spending time with my wife to celebrate my birthday a little bit, which my birthday is on Wednesday. I will be live on my birthday to do a bit of shiny hunting, trying to get a birthday shiny. So I will see you guys then. Like the stream if you enjoyed it, dislike if not, subscribe for daily PokeMMO videos. I do upload every single day. Follow me on Twitch for streams Monday through Thursday at 12 p.m. ET usually. So if there's something that changes, it'll be in my Discord, which is linked down below. I'm gonna go microwave some caramelized onions that I froze for my hot dogs. Good call. Thank you, Twitch chat. And most importantly, if you want to go, not most importantly, if you want to go above and beyond and support the content, YouTube memberships, Twitch primes, Twitch subs, and PayPal and Venmo do allow me to be here. If you've enjoyed the content enough, it is appreciated if you can afford it. If not, have a great day. Enjoy PokeMMO. I'll see you guys later. For now, peace of Reno, fellas. Yo, what's up? Outro Patrouski here, and I wanted to say thank you so much to everybody's name who is on this list. You really allow me to make the content that I do every single day, and I hope I can make it worth your guys' while and add to your PokeMMO journey. Thanks again so much for watching the entire video, and have a great day.